So we're going to take a deep breath in, close your eyes, and blow it out of your mouth like you're blowing a candle out. Let's try it again. Inhale, breathe in, and blow it out of your mouth. One more time. Breathe in and blow it out. Now, breathing normally, check in with how you're feeling. On your next personal inhale, gently draw your shoulders upward. Don't jam them up, just bring them up. And on your exhale, let them float down. Don't let them drop, let them float. Try it again. Inhale, bring them up. Exhale, let them float down. One more time. Inhale, bring them up. Exhale, let them go. Start to work yourself around in circles. Small circles, large circles, but go around at least 2 or 3 times one way before you change the direction and go the other way around. Breathe through your nose if you can, unless you're congested. Unwind from the day. Unwind from your thoughts. Just a couple more times around. You're warming the body up. So if you feel like you've loosened your lower back and hips up sufficiently, take yourself in front of your hips and sway. Sway from side to side in the rhythm of the elephant. See if you can breathe deeply to one side. Exhale out to the other side. Back and forth. Let your lower back soften. Allow each breath to be full and deep. Pausing at the top of the breath. Pausing at the bottom. Just a couple more times. Now, when you're ready, right or left side, it doesn't matter. Please take yourself to one side, put your hands on each side of one of your legs. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, gently bow to where it feels comfortable. As you let your shoulders relax, let your head hang down, let your neck be soft, let your neck release. Take a deep breath in, let it out with a great big sigh. Shake your head gently, yes, a little no. With an inhale, rise back up, hands on the legs, exhale here. Take a deep breath in and gently draw your shoulders to your ears. Exhale, roll them back and drape them down. One more time, inhale, take the shoulders up. Exhale, take them back and down. Turn to the other side, lengthen, and on your own exhale, gently bow to where it feels comfortable. As you press that opposite hip to the floor, shoulders both relax. Let your head hang down, let your neck be soft, let your neck release. Take a deep breath in and let it out with a great big sigh. Shake your head gently, yes and no. With an inhale, rise back up, hands on the legs. Exhale here. Inhale, take those shoulders back up to your ears, and exhale, roll them back and down. Place the hands on the floor in front of you, and when you gently bow, stretch out to where it feels comfortable. Reach your fingertips out long. Let your head hang. Let your shoulders relax. Let your neck be soft. Let your neck release. Please take this moment to balance your breath with your mind and your body. With a deep breath in, please rise back up. Put the backs of your hands together and lift them to the heart. Take a deep breath in, open the arms out wide. Exhale, let your hands meet right over your head. Inhale, reach your fingertips up tall, and on your exhale, take the hands to your heart. Namaste. Release your hands, roll the shoulders a little bit. Now, let your shoulders relax down. Gently drop your ear towards your right ear towards the shoulder. Take your left hand out on the floor and move it back just enough. Open your eyes, look out the left side of your eye up to the ceiling. Lift your chin with the gaze. Now relax your shoulders. Take a breath and go. Now, let's stretch our face by reciting the vowels. Accentuate each letter. A, E, I, O, U, sometimes Y, and slow and gentle. Rotate your nose. Look down at your right knee. Let your shoulders relax. Take a deep breath and make a big sound. Doesn't matter what that sound is. Shake your head a little, yes. Bring your left hand back to your knee. Please tuck your chin into your chest. No movements with your chin. Both shoulders come to your ears. Lift your head up. Relax the shoulders back and down. Setting up nice and tall. Gently drop the left ear towards the shoulder. Take your right hand out on the floor. Move it back just enough. Open your eyes. Look out the right side of your eye up to the ceiling. Lift your chin with the gaze. Now relax your shoulders. Take a deep breath and say, Now slow and, oh no, we got to do the vowels. I'm sorry. I hear you, Pam. Let's recite them. Let's go. A, E, I, O, U, sometimes Y, and slow and gentle. Rotate your nose, look down at that left knee. Let your head hang. Let your shoulders relax. Take a deep breath and go. Yes, it's with your chin. Take the hand back to your knee, tuck your chin to your chest, little, no movements. Bring both shoulders to your ears, lift your head up, relax the shoulders back and down. So we're just going to do some angel breathing. It's like cat-cow. You can have your legs out anywhere you want. We're going to interlace our hands, thumbs together. They rest against your chest. I'm going to turn so that you can see my back. You do not need to turn. But if you're new to this is not a neck stretch. This is not a turning of the neck. This is opening your chest and rounding of the back and lifting up into that feeling of cow back. So we're going to interlace the hands, thumbs together. They rest against your chest. Elbows hang, chin rests on your knuckles. We're going to take a deep breath, let the back round. And we're going to inhale. Lift the elbows up, lift your chest up. Exhale, let the elbows float down and let your back round. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, float it down. Inhale, bring it up. Hold that breath. Exhale, float it down. One more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, float it down. Now we're going to release our hands. Bring our feet into butterfly pose. Soles of your feet touch. If you can't have your feet touch, they can be out a little wider. We're going to tuck the back, round it just like we did a moment ago, but really exaggerate it. Arms are straight, whether you're holding your feet or your ankles. Tuck the chin. Keep breathing. Pull the tummy in. Now, on your next inhale, lift the collarbones up. Feel how the back comes into that cow position. But just like we did in angel breathing, tuck your chin slightly. We're not lifting the chin. We're going to gently, on your next exhale, round it and tuck it. Pull the tummy in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round it and tuck it. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round it and tuck it. Pull that tummy in. You really want to pull it in. Don't push it out. Flow with it back and forth. Keep your arms as straight as you can. You will feel tightness around your back. This is for the lower back. And gently, the next time you have cow pose, hold that cow. Make sure you tuck the chin. Lift your collarbones up. Bend your elbows, and your elbows are going to either touch the inner thighs. That's terrific. Maybe they go to the front of your shin. We're tucking the chin, and we're going to give ourselves that feeling of a long back. Pull the tummy in and use your elbows to push into the legs. It will help stretch your back. Pull forward, tuck the chin. We're trying to go for a long back. Take another breath. You should feel lots of muscle energy, lots of it. Now on your next exhale, relax everything. The opposite of what you're just doing. Let it go. Let the arms go. Let the head hang. Round forward and focus that breathing. Breathe deeply out your back rib cage. Exhale, pull your tummy in and upward. Please try that just a couple of times. Feel that deep stretch in the lower back, and then pull the tummy in and up. And after that final breath, 3 full breaths, you're going to let your head and shoulders hang. Now let's do your cleansing breath. Take a deep breath in and go. Hands underneath your shoulders. Keep your chin tucked in and gently lift yourself all the way back up. Once you come up, hands behind your thighs. Bring your knees in together. Set the feet down. Drop your hands back behind you and rock your knees from side to side. So we're just twisting at the waist. So don't twist any further than it feels comfortable. But now let's go into the hips and the knees. Get your feet really wide apart and the knees wide apart. Now we're going to drop both of your knees down. Not one knee up, both knees down. They may not go all the way down. They may be up a few feet up off the floor. That's okay. We're going to breathe here and feel the stretch. It's going to feel different the other way. Pick the knees up and let's go to the other side. Hold it and keep breathing. This is one of those silly things if you do first thing in the morning while you're having a cup of coffee. You're going to bring the knees up and go to the other side. Simple, simple stuff. Daily dental floss. Dental floss should be used every day, and it should be something that's not painful. If you're causing bleeding, you're doing something wrong. Same thing with working with your joints. Drop them to that second side and hold it and keep breathing. Feel the difference on each side. Maybe it's a little bit looser now. Bring both knees back up, and we're going to meet each other on our hands and knees. Get there any way you want. If you want to play with this, and this really isn't that hard, if I can get a whole class of fluffy girls to learn how to do it, I think anybody can do it. Cross your ankles if you can, unless you've blown your knees and you know you're out of it at that point. That's okay. But if you can, just simply roll forward. Gravity pulls you forward. It's our fear of falling. We spend our whole lives not trying not to fall. Maybe the last time you were falling was when you were about 12, which is about the age limit that you should be falling. That's when you still kind of bounced. After that, everything hurts. Have your hands and knees underneath you. Please roll your toes under and extend your right leg out behind you. Press strongly through the heel of that foot. Pull your tummy in and breathe here. Feel that in your foot. Feel that in the ankle all the way up into your hip. This is so good for plantar fasciitis, tight hamstrings. Oh, and those calf muscles, doggone it, they're always tight. Now we're going to take that right leg, lift it up and take it to the left side. Put your right toes on the floor, press through the heel of your foot and look over the top of your left shoulder and breathe there. Get that side body stretch and breathe. Now we're going to bring that right leg up a little bit and wiggle your right ankle around. Bring your knee down to the floor. Relax your toes. Move your hips in circles. And remember, if you have wrist issues, please, you should be on your elbows. Please do not force anything. Elbows are straight, toes are rolled under. Left leg goes out and press strongly through the heel of that left foot. Pull the tummy in and upward and get into the foot, the ankle, all the way up into the hips. The elbows, if the elbows are bending out, that soft spot of the elbows, rotate it forward so that the arms are the bones are stacked in alignment to each other. Now we're going to pick that left leg up and take it to the right side. Put the toes down onto the floor and again, press through the heel of your left foot. If you choose to, look over your right shoulder at your left heel or somewhere in the neighborhood there. Not everybody can see it. Take another breath there. And then pick that leg up, wiggle your ankle around and bring your knee home, relax your toes and move your hips in circles. Go one way, then the other. Another technique is sitting back into your heels and dropping your hands to each side of your knees and rocking your hips from side to side. And it may just kind of be an homage to it. Now we're going to come back to the center. One more time, hands and knees, arms are straight. Elbows and knees works great too. Puff your back up to the ceiling in cat, pull that tummy in, and then gently look forward into cow pose. Go back and forth to cat to cow. Do not look at higher than it feels good in your cow pose. For many years, I could only look at the floorboard in cow pose because of whiplash. Always listen to your body and breathe. Breathe full and deeply. Now, the next time you have cow, hold your cow. You can even be on the elbows. Let your head hang. Give your back that back bend. Take a breath or two here. Relax your butt muscles. Very tiny, no movements if it feels good, evolving into very bigger no movements where you can bring the chin towards the shoulder, but please don't do it if it hurts. Keep them tiny. And we're going to drop our head. Take a deep breath and exhale. Puff your back up to the ceiling. Cat rounding. Relax your butt muscles. Let the inner thighs press back. Open the hips. Open the sacrum. Press your hips as low as they can go. Not everybody can get their hips to their heels, so put a blanket between your thighs and your calves if you choose. That's up to you. Maybe a pillow. But press your hips as low as they can go. Reach the arms out long and spread your fingers. Let your head hang no matter where your arms are. You're going to look up at your hands. Walk your hands all the way over to the left side. Reach your hands out long, elbows off the floor. Drop your head between the arms. Put your right hand on top of your left hand if you choose. If not, that's all right. If you want, twist to the right side to the middle there. Twisting both ways, great too. Look up at your hands. Walk your hands all the way over to the opposite side. Reach them out to the right. Elbows off the floor. Head drops between your arms. And we're going to take that left hand, stack it on top of your right. Twist to the center. Get that side body stretch. Breathe there. Now we're going to untwist, look up at your hands, come back to the middle. We're going to inhale, come up onto the hands and knees or elbows and knees, and we're going to exhale, tuck your chin, press it back. 2 more times, kids. Inhale, come back up, hands and knees. Exhale, bring it all the way back. 1 more time, come up on your hands and knees. And last time, exhale, bring it back. Now take a breath or 2, make it child's pose. If this is horribly uncomfortable for you, lay on your back, hug your knees to your chest. Tonight, this afternoon, we're going to be doing a dragon pose. That's going to be our hardest pose. Take a deep breath and just go, oh. So let's lift up. You do need props for this. If you do not have 2 yoga blocks, get 2 books, 2 Harry Potter books or two books that kind of match each other. Most people, to make this pose deeper, you want yoga props. Also, you want them to make it, to modify it. Make sure your knees are comfortable, meaning if you're needing that padding underneath the knees, get it there. Lots of padding is just fine. Now, if this isn't comfortable for you, we can modify it. Pop your mic on and I can help you with it. But we're going to start, let's have our right foot up to where our hands are. And get your props right next to that right foot. And that may just be a hard maneuver in itself, and that's okay. This gets easier. Your knee is going to be bent over your ankle. Now, we want to adjust this left knee. So we're going to put our yoga props on each side of our right foot. We're going to roll our left toes under, and we're just going to lift that knee up off the floor for a second, and then we're going to settle the knee down. Relax your left toes. That gets the knee further away from your hip. So you've got your knee over your right ankle. You're feeling a very intense stretch in the front of that left leg. That's psoas, the quadriceps. So we've got our prop on each side of our right foot. Our hands are pretty much in alignment towards our ankles there, our right ankle. And if this is as far as you want to go because lower back hurts, that's fine. But you're getting that nice deep stretch in the hip. If you'd like to go a little deeper, you can turn your yoga blocks or your book up high and lift your chest and still press the hips forward. If this is nothing for you and go, oh, I want a little more, elbows go to the knee and you lift your collarbones up. This gives you a deep back bend as well as stretching that left hip forward to get the psoas and quadriceps. Or you could be down here, not going into the back bend, but still getting the hip. Whether you have been sitting in a chair all day, working in front of your computer, or standing all day, this is an incredibly tight area for everybody. Working with this pose keeps us equipped so that we're able to get up and down off the floor. Now we're going to stretch your hamstrings on your right side. We're going to slowly straighten that right leg out just to where you say it's okay. We're pressing the right toes down. The right knee could be bent, but we're bowing over that leg. Breathe deeply into it. Good thing we stretch those hamstrings first, right? Pressing the toes down, you feel that in the front of the right shin. You should have hips past that left knee back behind it so that you're not having any weight on it. Now, one more time, kids, we're going to roll it forward. Bend your right knee, press your hips forward. Do you want to stay low? Do you want to come up a little high on your yoga props? Would you like to put your forearms on your right knee and press your left hip forward, lifting your collarbones up? Now we're going to, one more time, stretch your right leg. So bring your hands down low, slowly straighten your right leg out, press your right toes down. One more breath, kids. Then you're going to bend your knee, bring both hands to the inside of your right foot, and please bring your right knee back to meet your left knee. Move your hips around. Go one way, go the other way. So having a tight psoas could be a lot of source for lower back issues. So it's really important that psoas is attached in our femur bone, goes to our hip, and then attaches into our thoracic spine. So that's a lot, big muscle that if it's bound up, you're going to have back issues. So now we're going to bring the left foot up between your hands. Get it right there. Now we're trying to get the knee over your left ankle. So if you were trying to get that nice right angle, we're going to put our hands on our yoga prop if we'd like to. We're going to keep it low first. We're going to roll our right toes under. We're going to lift the right knee up and press back with the heel. And then we're going to drop that knee down onto the floor. Relax your right toes. That right knee is no longer under your hips. You should already feel that nice stretch in your right hip. Press your right hip forward. You can lift your collarbones up. If your knee bends and goes past your foot, you probably need to walk that left foot forward. So in other words, if your foot's back here and your knee's back like this, is forward past your foot, you want to walk that left foot forward so the knee is under your ankle. Pressing your hip forward, we're going to come up high on your yoga blocks. Maybe you go, wow, I love this back bend. And pressing through the hip feels really good to me too. But we're going to where it feels right for you tonight. We're going to breathe full and deep. Hello, psoas. It's just fun to say. Now we're going to stretch into the hamstrings on the left side. So lower your props down. Take a breath and go, oh, straighten that left leg out. Press the left toes down. Breathe into that, the back of the leg. Feel the front of the shin there. It's a one-legged forward fold. Treat it as such. So we're bending at the hip crease, not at your waist. So you just go as low or high, knee bent or completely straight. Now let's roll it forward one more time. Let's get into that right hip. Bend that left knee, knee over your ankle. Feel that deep stretch in your right hip. Come up on your yoga blocks or your Harry Potter book. Press your hips forward. Maybe you go, oh, I really like that. Elbows on the knee. Pressing the hip and breathe there. It's also balance if you have your hands off the prop. But no matter where you're at, you're feeling it real deep in the hip. Make it yours. And remember, we're all friends here. You can pop your mic on and ask a question. We're going to slowly straighten that left leg out. Feel the leg straight and bow to it. And again, the knee could be bent. Breathe into that, but press your left toes to the floor. Take another breath there. Oh. Now we're going to bend the knee. Bring both hands to the inside of that left foot. Bring the knee back home. Move your hips around in circles. Go one way, go the other way. Press it back, just get a nice little stretch back. And then we're gonna meet each other on our bottoms. We're gonna get our legs, get a nice twist. So make sure that you're comfortable. Make sure your hamstrings are feeling good. Put something under your knees if you need it. Big pillow under your bottom. Excuse me. Work your ankles around. Go one way, go the other way. Let's get into those toes. Adjust your hips, pull the hips out. You're actually, when you pull the flesh out from underneath you, you're rotating the femur bone so that it should be easy to turn the toes up. So we're going to press through the heels of the feet. Now that we stretch those hamstrings out, it should be pretty easy. Maybe not. Pull back on your pinky toe side. Spread the toes wide. Keep your toes upward. Curl your toes down. Breathe. Spread your toes wide apart. And now flex and point your feet like you're pedaling the ankles. Now we're going to point the ankles out. Curl your toes down. Feel that deep stretch in the front of your foot, top of the foot. May cause cramping. This caused cramping for me for a long time. Keep your ankles turned out. Turn all the toes straight up to the ceiling. Spread the toes wide apart. Take that pinky toe, pull it back. Relax your ankles and work them around in circles. Go one way, then the other. Flex and point. So now let's take that left foot. We're going to take it over to the outside of your right thigh. You're going to set up tall and turn your right toes straight up to the ceiling. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. We're going to stretch into the side of the hip, but first we're going to stretch to the right side as an open stretch to stretch through your rib cage. Your left arm comes to the inside. Keep that arm straight. Spread your fingers wide. You're going to press your left arm into the leg. Your left knee presses back. So you have a lot of muscle energy in the hip and through the shoulder. Your right hand is setting behind you, flat hand or up on your teacup fingers. Bend your elbows if you are on your fingertips. Press your left arm into the knee. Your knee presses back, and you're going to twist to the right side. You get a nice stretch across the rib cage. Press through the heel of your right foot, please, and breathe here. Slowly turn your head. Look as far to the left side as it feels comfortable to you. Take one more breath. And then you're going to gently release your pose. Come back to the center. Now this time we're keeping the leg crossed where it is, but relax your right toes. Take your right hand, hold your knee, hug your knee, and acclimate yourself to the left side. Once you're there, pull your body parts out of the way, your breast, your tummy, wherever, whatever you got going on. We're going to put our left hand at our collarbones. We're going to use that left elbow to twist. So point the elbow back behind you. Keep looking and breathe. Pull the tummy in. Lift your collarbones. Unfold that left arm and spread your fingers. Look into that hand if you can. Turn the palm down, flat hand or on your fingertips. Look over your left shoulder and pull that knee across the body. Maybe the elbow easily goes there and you can twist into this deeper. Take another breath. Keep those right toes relaxed. It helps you twist. And now we're going to unwind. Come back to the center. We're going to rock your baby. Pick your foot up in your hand or your elbow. Rock the hip. So that foot could be way out here, or that foot could be close to your heart. If you burp the baby, the foot's behind your head. I don't think this is the burping crowd though. Now we're going to rest that ankle on your thigh. Get your fingers between your toes. I'm sorry, are they dirty? Get your hands in there and get the knuckles between your toes. I don't care if mom told you not to. This is one of the best things you can do. And you know what? If you crossed your eyes, they won't stay that way either. So you're going to put the palm of your hand to the sole of your foot and really give it a good squeeze. Breathe. Now we're awakening your nervous system. We're getting circulation back in your feet where it needs to be. We have more nerves in our feet and our hands, and they need to have a talk with each other. So we're actually going to work our ankle. We're going to move the foot around like we're screwing on a jar top, screwing it off. Go back and forth a couple of ways. And then flex them, really flex them and pull them. Get into it. Now, if you rub somebody's feet that you love, do this for them. And after you pull your fingers out and they stop screaming at you, they'll thank you. Now take your hand out and go, oh, isn't that much better? So now just take that that left knee out. We're going to put our arm behind the knee, squeeze the knee off, work your ankle around. That should feel good after what we just did to those toes. Set the foot down and get into it and rub around your knee. What we've done is separated your knee just slightly, and the more you do this, the more it will respond. You're just working into the soft tissue. This should not hurt. And the more you do this, it becomes therapy for the knee. Send the leg out, move your ankles. Should feel kind of tingly all the way up into that leg. Now we're going to take the right leg and cross it over the left leg. Turn your left toes up. Press through the heel of your left foot. Spread the toes out. Try to pull that pinky toe towards your knee. It looks like it's going away. That's okay. You're doing it right then. So we're going to sit up tall, pull that right knee to the center. And once we feel like we've got both our hips on the floor, we're doing the open twist. So right arm comes to the inside. Arm is straight, spread your fingers. Left hand goes anywhere behind you. Elbow presses into the leg presses back. Sit up tall, squeeze your tummy. Look as far over your left shoulder as it feels safe. Breathe there. Keep the left toes turned up. Press the right knee into the arm presses back. Muscle energy, a lot of muscle energy. Slowly turn your head, look over the opposite shoulder, looking to the right. And we're going to unfold and come back to the center. Relax your left foot. Now we're going to twist. So left hand holds the knee or it hugs the knee. Acclimate yourself to the right side. Pull your body parts out of the way. We're going to keep the left toes relaxed. Put our right hand at our collarbones. Use your right elbow to twist into it. Once you're at the furthest you can go, unfold that right arm, spread your fingers, look into the palm of your right hand if you can, and then turn the palm down. Flat hand or fingertips. If you're on fingertips, bend your right elbow. Pull the right knee across your body and breathe. Breathe full and deep. And then we're going to gently turn the head, look over the opposite shoulder, and then gently unwind it. Let's rock the baby. Pick that baby up in your hand, rock it in your elbow or your hand. Maybe that stinky baby's way out here. Maybe it's behind your neck. We're going to drop that foot down. Let's wake this foot up. Get your fingers between the toes, and you may have to actually separate the toes and really get in there. Don't be scared. It's okay. Get your fingers in there. Palm of your hand to the sole of your foot and really get in there and squeeze. Wake that foot up. Wake the nervous system up. It's an important thing to have going for you is your feet feeling things. We're going to just hold it there for a second, get the circulation going there. Then we're going to work the ankle around in circles by moving the foot like you're screwing on a jar top, screwing it off. Snap, crackle, pop, that's okay. Flex and point the foot. Now we're going to take our hand out. And we're going to take that foot off. Get your forearm right behind that knee. Squeeze the knee off. Work your ankle. Go one way, then the other way. Set your foot down. and get your fingers working into the soft tissue around that knee. Again, this is not something miraculous. You go, oh, you do this a lot over a long period of time, and your knees are going to not feel so jammed up. And then take the legs out, work your ankles. So tonight we're going to come down and we're going to rock our clocks. So when you're ready, lay all the way down onto the floor with your knees bent, your feet flat on the floor. The more you play with rock the clock, the more your lower back works. This helps you understand where your core really is. The core is not making a bread basket and doing the crunches. It's pulling the tummy in and drawing everything upward. So that supports your lower back. Have your knees bent, your feet flat on the floor. If you need something under your head, please fold it up and just a little bit under your head, just to find a little levelness with your chin. So whatever feels right. And if you have a hair lolly behind your neck, take it out. It's going to feel much better. So we're going to have the feet pointing straight ahead. Don't have them out like Charlie Chaplin, please. So lift the heels of your feet up the tiniest bit. You're going to open the heels out maybe 1/8 of an inch and then drop the heels down. Relax your butt muscles. And in fact, before we do this, place your hands on the floor. Lift your hips up, but relax your butt. You're going to feel your hips go down quite a bit. Keep breathing. Keep your hips up. Pull your tummy in. Relax your butt muscles, and that's very hard to do. Now, take a deep breath and roll your back down. Just roll the middle of your back down, then the lower back, and then the hips go down. Now, if you have not rocked the clock often with me, you may want to stick your hands at your lumbar spine so you can really feel this. But we're going to take a deep breath in and make your tummy really big. And you're going to feel how you can stick your hands underneath your lower back. Keep breathing. Go ahead and slide your hands underneath there. Feel how the tailbone is pushed down. You've created a back bend. Now, take your hands out, and on your next personal exhale, pull your tummy in and upward. So no bread basket. Don't push it out. Pull it in and up. Keep breathing. Feel how flat your back is. You cannot stick your hand underneath your lower back. Feel that for a second. Notice the tailbone has shifted and it's more straight to the floor. Now, inhale, make your tummy big, push your tailbone down. Tailbone's called 6 o'clock. And on an exhale, squeeze your tummy in. 12 o'clock is navel to spine. Inhale, deep lumbar curve, root your tailbone down. Exhale, pull the belly in, the back flattens. Inhale, 6 o'clock down. Exhale, 12 o'clock down. Inhale, 6. Exhale, 12. Do this back and forth for a few moments. Remember, when 12 o'clock's down, your belly button is in and up. 6 o'clock, your tailbone's down. Go back and forth just a few times. Now, when we were practicing it a moment ago, remember you could breathe in each one. So now, after we've mastered this way, you know what we're going to do. We're going to reverse it. So the next time your back is flat and 12 o'clock is there, hold it. Make that an inhale now. Don't make your belly big. Back is flat. Now exhale. Create that deep lumbar curve. Push 6 o'clock down. Inhale. Belly button in. 12 o'clock down. Exhale. 6 o'clock down. You can stick your hand at the lower back. Inhale. 12 o'clock down. You can't put your hand there. Exhale. 6 o'clock down. Inhale, 12. Exhale, 6. Inhale, 12. Exhale, 6. Do this a few times. This is not a yogic thing. This is actual physical therapy. This is tried and true, and if you can get used to doing this, hopefully every day, if not several times a week, you can control your lower back. You can really start to understand where your irritation is, and a lot of times you can work it out through this. Now, the next time you inhale and the belly button is in, now let's make that the exhale. Inhale 6 o'clock, exhale 12. Inhale 6, exhale 12. Now let it go. This is weird, but we're going to put our hands on our hips, on the hip bone, and we're just going to push our right hip down to the floor with your hand gently, and then take your left hand, let your right hip relax, and then take your left hand and press your left hip down, and then let that relax. You're going to go from side to side just for a moment, and feel you can press your hip bones down like a seesaw. Your tailbone's the fulcrum there, and each side you're pressing down like a seesaw there. Not up towards your shoulders, down to the floor. The more we work this, the more independently they'll work, and you do want them to work independently. Now relax that. We're going to go all the way around the clock. No breath requirement in this, you just breathe. Now pull your belly button in and feel how your back flattens. There's 12 o'clock. Let it go. Press your right hip down. Maybe you need to use your hand, maybe not. Press it to the floor. Right o'clock. Let it go. Now give yourself that deep lumbar curve. 6 o'clock down, your tailbone's rooted down. Let it go. Left hip, press it to the floor. Left o'clock. Let it go. Let's go all the way around. Belly button in, let it go. Right o'clock, 6 o'clock, deep lumbar curve, left, and go all the way around on those specific points. And once you've gone around, then all of a sudden you go, ooh, I can roll it. And you want to have them rolling like how a hubcap rolls on the road. You've got 12, right o'clock, 6 o'clock, left o'clock, and you're going to feel that roll. And it may take you a long time before you get that roll. But as usual, we're going to reverse it. Relax it. Let's go the other way. 12 o'clock, navel in, let it go. Left o'clock, let it go. 6 o'clock, that deep lumbar curve, let it go. Right o'clock, 12, left, 6, and go all the way around counterclockwise. And you really have to specifically go down on each 4 points until you can smoothly roll it around. And you may go, oh, this way's much easier than the other way. You may go, oh my God, I can't even think on this side. Now reverse it. So see if you can go back and forth, clockwise, counterclockwise. And if you're confused tonight, honestly, the more you do this, the easier it becomes. And eventually you'll be able to write your name in cursive with your tailbone. Remember cursive writing? Now relax your hips, let it go. Please pick your feet up off the floor, hands on top of both knees. Knees apart or together. Take a deep breath. Exhale, pull the tummy in. Bend your elbows, knees to chest. Inhale, knees to ceiling. Exhale, bend your elbows, knees to chest. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, up. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, up. Exhale, bring it in. Hug behind your knees. Bring your nose towards your bent knees, round your back. And please let your head and your shoulders rest to the floor. Please extend your left leg out long on your yoga mat. Please hug behind your right knee with both hands. Turn all of your toes up to the ceiling and pull back on your pinky toe side. Lift your left leg up 2 inches, nose to right knee. And if you'd like, reach that left arm over your thigh or next to it. Take another breath there and then drop it down. I neglected to tell you to get your yoga strap near you. So if you have your yoga strap, get that right foot. Lasso that right foot. Pull that leg gently towards you. Relax your shoulders. Take a nice deep breath and go. So part of that lower back is a strong core. So let's come into spider pose. So let's be spiders. Grab your strap with your right hand up as high as it can go. Engage both feet. Pull the toes towards the knee. Pull back on your pinky toe side. Pull the tummy in and upward. That may be as far as you go. Lift the left leg up if you want, nose to right knee, and reach that left arm over the thigh or next to it. Pull the tummy in, and head and shoulders rest to the floor. Left arm rests out, comfortable, palm up. Drop your right leg out to the right side. We haven't gotten too much into the groin other than into dragon pose, but we're going to breathe into the groin muscle. Hopefully it feels nice and easy since we've stretched really well into the leg. And we're going to bring our right leg up to the ceiling. We're not done with it. Take it all the way out to the right side in great big circles. Go one way several times before you change the direction and go the other way around several times. Now bring your leg back to center. Both hands, give that leg a little more stretch. Left hand has your strap. Your right arm rests anywhere comfortable, palm up. Pull your right leg to the left side. If you're not twisting too far, bend your knee. If you are, keep the leg straight and look over your right shoulder. Maybe bend your left knee if it feels good. But breathe into this twist that goes into your right hip. Take another deep breath there and go. Bring the leg up to the ceiling. Both hands, give it a nice little stretch. And then we're going to take the strap off of your right foot. Support the leg with both hands or not. Point your toes to the ceiling and get the circles in your ankle. Go one way, then the other way. Now press the heel up to the ceiling. Spread your toes wide. Pull back on the pinky toe side and breathe. I'm sorry, I know that's a big stretch. Now point your toes. If you want to bring a straight leg down, flex your foot and slowly bring it down. If you want, bend your knee and slide your legs out. Reach your arms out over your head and point your toes. Let's get hollow body stretch. Now we're going to hug behind the left knee. Turn all the toes to the ceiling. Pull back on your pinky toe. Pull the tummy in. Right leg lifts up off the floor, only if you want to, nose to bent knee, and reach that right arm over the right thigh or next to it. Breathe there. Pull the tummy in, and then relax it to the floor. Grab your strap and put it around your left foot. Send your left leg up to the ceiling. Relax your shoulders into the floor. Breathe into the back of the leg. Now our left hand's going to reach up on that strap as high as you can go. Turn all your toes towards your knees and pull back on your pinky toe. Lift the right leg up 2 inches, pull the tummy in, bring your nose to your left leg and reach your right arm over your right thigh or next to it. Breathe there. And then we drop it all to the floor. Right arm out, palm up. Send your left leg out to the left side. Look straight to the ceiling or over your right shoulder. And you're going to take a nice deep breath and go. Bring the left leg up to the ceiling and out to the left side. Get the circles in your hip. Go one way several times before you change the direction and go the other way several times. Now bring the leg back to center. Both hands grab that strap. Give it a nice little pull. Our right hand has our strap. Our left arm rests out comfortable, palm up. And you're going to pull the leg, left leg across the body. Straight leg or bent. Look straight up to the ceiling or over your left shoulder, whatever feels the best to you. Remember, if you're twisting deeply, you can bend that bottom knee, that right knee a little bit. If not, you can always bend the top knee, the left knee. Take a deep breath and go. We're going to bring that leg all the way back up. Pull that left leg towards you. Relax your shoulders. Take the strap off your foot. Support it with both hands or not. Work your ankle. Go one way, then the other. Now just to annoy the whole kit and caboodle there, press through the heel of your foot. Spread the toes out wide. Feel that through the whole leg. And then point your toe, relax it. Now slowly or quickly have a flex foot and bring the leg down or bend your knee and slide your leg out. Reach your arms out over your head and point your toes. Give it a nice side stretch. We're going to take our hands right behind our head. We're going to pick our upper body up and move it slightly over to the right side and let your shoulders, elbows rest on the floor. Walk both legs over to the right side. It feels kind of weird. You've made a banana shape. But if you want to, you could bend your left knee, foot on the floor, lift your hips up and kind of adjust your gluteus maximus. Walk the feet further to the right if it feels good. Maybe this is as far as you want to go. If you have lower back issues, you want to lessen that. Take the left ankle and cross it over the right ankle. And if you'd like to get this nice side stretch, you're going to take your hands out from underneath your head, interlace your hand, pointer finger out from the top of your head out to the right side. Reach it out and take the right hand and grab your left wrist and get a nice side stretch there through the rib cage. Now, if this is hurting your lower back, the legs should be disengaged. You should lower the legs down and just get that nice side stretch in the arm and the rib cage. Now let the hands go, let the arms rest out. Take a deep breath in and go. Take that left leg off your right leg. Move yourself to where you think you're center, but you're not. Hug behind both knees. Bring your nose to your bent knees. Round your back. And then head and shoulders. Reach out long. Point your toes. Turn the toes up. Press through the heels of your feet to your fingertips. And then take your hands and bring them right behind your head. Move your upper body over to the left side. Elbows relax on the floor. Walk your legs out to the left side. If you want to, you can bend your right knee and adjust your hips a little bit. Remember, if this hurts your lower back, lower the legs down. Right ankle can cross over your left ankle if you choose. We're getting a nice side stretch in your entire body. Take a deep breath and go. Take your hands out from under your head, interlace your hand, pointer finger out and reach out from the top of your head out away to the left side. Stretch it out. Left hand would reach over and grab your right wrist and get a side stretch. Remember, disengage the legs if this is hurting your back. And then drop your arms out anywhere. Take a breath, a cleansing breath. Let the neighbors hear you. Go. Take your right ankle off. Move yourself to the center. Once you've gotten to the center, we're going to bend both knees. Hug behind your knees. Nose to bent knees. Round your back. Head and shoulders rest on the floor. Get your knees apart and your feet wide apart. Let your arms rest out anywhere. You're going to press one knee down to the middle, one knee points upward. If you wanted to, you could just walk that one foot out to the side a little more if you want to feel it a little deeper. We're going to pick that knee up and press the other knee down. One knee points up, one knee presses down. If you walked one foot out, walk it out with the other foot too. We're going to gently bring that knee up and go to the first side and then back to the second side. But we're going to be slow about it. Slow or super extra slow. Get that nice rotation, pressing that knee downward, pointing that one knee up, and we're breathing. Now we're going to let both knees rest in. Feet are out wide. Take a deep breath and just go. Walk your feet in towards each other. Pick the feet up off the floor. You can always bring nose to knees if you want to, or just take the knees around in a circle. Go one way, then the other. Everybody should all end with the circles. This stimulates the kidneys. Yes, you do want them squeezed and cleansed. Go one way, then the other way. And then you want to separate your knees and get the circles in your hip. Just like we did when we had the strap on our leg. We're going to take the knees apart and bring them back together and get those nice big circles in your hip. Go one way, then the other way. Happy baby, kids. Reach your hands between your legs, grab your feet, rock yourself from side to side. Happy baby. And then when you're ready, you can throw a pillow out for under your legs. You can always lay on your side, lay on your back with your legs supported by a pillow. You could have your legs up the wall, legs up a couch. You could be having your legs in bridge pose. Whatever feels right. Child's pose is terrific too. We're going to adjust ourselves and make sure we're comfortable for the next few moments. Eyes are closed no matter where you're at. An inversion table, laying flat on the floor. Take a deep breath in and let it out with a great big sigh. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath for just a moment. Sip a little more breath in. Now blow it out hard. Try it again. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. Sip a little more breath in and blow it out. Let's try those two sounds, the sound of ah and the sound of mm. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath in. Let's try those two sounds again. Breathe in. Breathe in. Notice the vibration left on your lips. Let that vibration reverberate through the entire body. Imagine every cell of your body is opening up and savoring that delicious sensation. Find the sound of your own breath at the back of your throat. Hear the sound of your breath deepening. Feel it at the back of your throat, flowing like a wave. Let it grow louder. Feel the breath flowing deeper from head to toe, fingertip to fingertip, skin to bone. Let each breath soothe your body. Allow each breath to relax. Allow it to release the whole mind. Bring your awareness to that spot between your eyebrows. Allow the tension to release. Allow that spot between your eyes to become spacious. Notice the forehead and the scalp can simply melt away, inviting waves of relaxation to flow deeply into the face. The eyes soften, cheeks relax, the jaws unhinge. Let the chin hang heavy. As every fiber in your neck seems to soften and release, even the ears seem to melt further down. As you breathe deeply into the fronts of your shoulders, let the backs of your shoulders simply melt away. Allow those waves of relaxation to flow deep into your arms, soothing your hands as it flows to the fingers. As each breath expands your ribs just a bit more, notice the gentle wave, the flow of your breath. Feel it release each vertebra into the mat. As you breathe deeply into the fronts of your hips, allow the backs of your hips to simply melt away. Allow those waves of relaxation to cascade deep into your thighs, soothing your knees as it flows deep in your calves and down to each one of your feet. Follow that flow from head to toe, fingertip to fingertip, skin to bone. Let each breath soothe your body. Let each breath relax. Let it release the whole mind. As you start to bring yourself back, come on back to the room. Wiggle the toes. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle the ankles. Wiggle your wrists. Take a nice deep breath in with any extra stretch you'd like. Bring yourself back to the body more fully, more completely. Please take your time, drawing your knees up, rolling to one side if it's good. Stay there for a moment. Some of you want to stay on your backs with your knees bent. We're just going to do lion's roar before we leave tonight. So you can stay on your back, knees bent. If you feel like it, come and meet me in a seated position. Simply bring your shoulders to your ears. Exhale and drop. Turn your head to one side. Open your mouth wide. Stick your tongue out long and stretch it out and go. Close the mouth and gently shake your head, yes. With an inhale, bring your nose to center. Exhale, look to the other side. Open your mouth wide, stick your tongue out, and let's go. Close the mouth and gently shake your head, yes. With an inhale, bring your nose to center. One more time, open your mouth wide. Use your eyes to look up and go. Close the mouth, tuck the chin, no movements. That cleanses your lymphatic system out, and we stretched everything from your tongue to your lungs. Bring your shoulders to your ears, lift your head up, relax the shoulders back and down. If you'd like to Om tonight, put your hands together. Let the thumbs rest against your chest. Close your eyes. Invite a deep breath in. Namaste.